The victory over Brutus and Cassius had not only secured the kingdom's independence, but had also elevated Cleopatra to a position where her voice carried weight in the councils that were reshaping the Mediterranean world. Her palace became a center of diplomatic activity, as representatives from across the Roman territories sought audiences with the queen, whose military and financial contributions had proven so decisive in the recent conflict. Governors from Syria and Asia Minor requested Egyptian assistance with their administrative challenges. Merchant princes from Rhodes and Cyprus proposed new trading partnerships that would benefit from Egypt's enhanced political status. But beneath this surface of diplomatic success, Cleopatra was carefully observing developments within the triumvirate that would ultimately determine Egypt's long-term security. The partnership between Mark Antony and Octavian, which had seemed so solid during their campaign against the liberators, was showing signs of strain as both men began to consolidate their authority over different portions of the Roman world. Octavian had returned to Italy to manage the complex process of settling Caesar's veterans on lands that needed to be confiscated from existing owners. This task required delicate political maneuvering to satisfy the demands of soldiers who had fought for years without adequate compensation, while avoiding complete alienation of the civilian populations whose support was essential for stable governance. Meanwhile, Antony had established his headquarters in Athens, from where he was attempting to create a coherent administrative system for the diverse territories that stretched from the Ionian Sea to the Euphrates River. The challenge was enormous, involving dozens of different peoples with distinct languages, customs, and political traditions that had never been unified under a single authority. Cleopatra's intelligence networks provided her with detailed reports about the difficulties both men were encountering in their respective spheres of responsibility. Octavian was struggling with food shortages in Italy, as the disruptions caused by land redistribution reduced agricultural production. Antony was facing resistance from Greek cities that resented Roman taxation and from local rulers who had previously enjoyed greater autonomy. These challenges created opportunities for Egyptian diplomacy, but they also highlighted the fundamental instability that characterized the post-Civil War settlement. The triumvirate had succeeded in eliminating their enemies, but they had not resolved the underlying conflicts that had produced the crisis in the first place. The question was not whether another round of civil wars would occur, but when and how the inevitable confrontation between the surviving triumvirs would unfold. Cleopatra's response to this analysis was characteristically strategic and patient. Rather than attempting to accelerate the breakdown of the triumvirate or openly favoring one side over the other, she positioned Egypt to benefit from whichever outcome ultimately emerged. She maintained cordial relationships with both Antony and Octavian, while building Egypt's military and economic capabilities to ensure